Hi ladies, I'm back really quick. I've just spoken to my husband, like I calmed down, and I've spoken to my husband and let him know that there is a definitively clearly pink line on here, which I'm pretty sure you can see. So he's actually asked me to wait to do the Clearblue Digital until he gets home from work, which is fair enough. So yeah, I'll be doing that later today now instead. That other video that I made this morning, part 1, that is probably finished uploading by now, or very close to it, onto YouTube. I will add on giveaway details. So yes, very exciting. First TTC giveaway. I'll do a few actually. You know, this won't be the only one that I do. This will be the first one. Excuse me. So this explains the nausea, like more nausea than normal. I mean, I'm freaking out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ring up the GP today, doctor, and might be able to get in today, cross fingers, if not in the next couple of days, and I'll get bloods done, because that's what we really want. I did have a quick read up on the Clearblue Digital anyway. It might be too early to pick up, because I'm actually 12 days until expected menstruation. So, but I mean, if this picks up, which I went from the DPOs on this, going, well, yeah, it should. I mean, I did start testing a bit early, but I like to pee on a stick, bit of an addict. So I'll probably, I mean, we'll do it this afternoon when my husband gets home. He gets home about 3. But whether that's, most likely will be not pregnant, I think. But it doesn't matter, because I'll still go out and get more. And then every morning I will use more of these, and I'll also go out and get some more digitals anyway. And I'm going to watch that week's estimator go up anyway. So just because I like peeing on a stick and it's something to do, and this is 99% my last baby, so I mean, I'm 36, I'm not likely going to have another one. Yeah, so once again, if you know me, please don't say anything. There are serious reasons why, like serious. And that's my side of the family. And if you do know me, you should know a little bit about my family to know it's not something that I want them to know. And then my husband's family, oh my god, it's different reasons, but I mean, just very quickly, in my husband's family, he's got 2 sisters and a brother. One of the sisters is older and one is younger. So the older one, I think she's about 4 years older than him, and she's got one child who's like, oh god, he must be 17 or 18 now, and she's been trying for a very long time to have another baby. I think she's been married now about 8 years, 7 or 8 years. But even prior to that, when we had our first child, you know, that was okay. She was happy for us with that one. She came to the hospital, visited him. We had our second child, there were tears already, and especially because it was a girl, and she was older, so she thought she should have been able to have the first girl, and she kind of had a go at us, going, you know, I'm older, you should be waiting until I've had my second. And my husband was like, dude, you need a boyfriend, you need to be married, we're not going to hold back and not have another child because you don't have a partner. Like, seriously. You know, our child's not going to be an only child just because your son's an only child. Like, this is our life, that's your life. Your life doesn't affect ours, our life doesn't affect yours. But, okay, by the third child, serious tears. My mother-in-law was like, didn't go down well at all. She was beside herself. But that's her problem. So fourth child, oh my god, because she'd then been married maybe 3 years by then, I think, 2 or 3 years, and she had been trying non-stop during that period of time, had tried even to get into fertility, didn't match the criteria, so there was a lot of slaps in the face for her, and then we rocked up pregnant, and yeah, big dramas. even my mother-in-law saying, you shouldn't be having a fourth, she should be having a second. And my husband's like, seriously, you want our baby to die so she can have one? Like, you need to back off. And of course I got quite upset. I felt guilty for being pregnant. So I don't want that in the first stage. We're not going to make that mistake again 4 times, well really 3 times, where we've had the trauma of being basically yelled at for not letting her have a second subsequent child, and we're having subsequent children. So it's really just families, isn't it a joy? Oh God. So anyway, this pregnancy I want to enjoy. As I said, this is like my last pregnancy. I want to I don't want to I mean, it's going to happen no matter what. It's inevitable, and being the 5th child, it's going to be worse than ever. But at the same time, I know it's going to happen, but we'll leave it until, 2nd trimester at least. Even, I don't know how long can you leave it without them being offended, but I don't want any extra stress or anything like that. It's bad enough that I know it's coming. And then his younger sister got married. She didn't have any boyfriends, and then she got married at like 34, and I think she was 33 or 34, and we knew she'd want a baby straight away. So that was the last 1.5 years kind of thing of me leaving the implant in. Even my husband was going, oh, your clock's ticking, Emily, you better hurry up, we better get that out if we're going to have another baby. And I'd be like, what about your sister? So, I mean, call it an excuse. It was just one of my reasons. I have other reasons why we didn't have one. We left a bit of a gap. But anyway, it's very sad because she carried her baby to full term 4 days. And he died in her womb. And it was a stillbirth. So that's just tragic as tragic could be. So, but my implant was already taken out. Like, I was reading on Facebook, and my husband the whole time, he's like, oh, Penny, his sister, oh look, she's only got 2 months to go, Emily, you better take the implant out. And I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do it next month. Because there's other issues going on. Like, as I've said before, my mum was like suicidal murder, and I'm pretty sure it's murder because it's sitting with major crime. So and there's other cases associated with that, and it's not a random murderer, it's like my father. So there's been a lot going on. So really, it's going to be hard for his sister, both of them, the sisters. So we'll leave it as long as we can, but we also can't. So as I said, I'd taken the implant out. She was, I think, about 3 weeks or something, 2 or 3 weeks until her baby was due, and so I booked in to have my implant out, and lo and behold, her baby died. So we did talk about whether to put it back in, and we came to the conclusion that I'm 36. So if I wait another year for her to have a baby, or even give a few months to get pregnant, say 1.5 years before I'm even looking at taking implant out again to conceive, I'm going to be 37, 38. And that's then adding higher risks to my own pregnancy. So we decided to, and this is the 2nd cycle since the implant came out. So very lucky that it happened so fast. I know that. Yeah. But yeah, I better go actually, because my children are waking up. The 2nd one I see walking around, and I don't want them to hear all this stuff. So yeah, I will make a doctor's appointment today. I will do a digital when my husband comes home, and I will definitely be back tomorrow morning with a first response and another digital, no matter what it says, because I'll watch them go up, and I'll do a live digital, because I won't be able to do a live digital with my husband, because, as I said, one of my sons has his friend come over, so, and I don't want him telling his mum if he overhears a conversation or anything, because then it's out in the community. It can get back to my father, and B, possibly my husband's family. So I seriously do not need the stress of his sister's reactions or even his mother's reaction. It's not exactly open arms to us having another child, because we've got like everything and they've got nothing, and it's like Anyway, you gotta live for yourself sometimes, I think, because we really need this. We need to get on with our lives as well. Try to give them time to have them. I can't help his older sister. She can't even get the IVF, and that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry that's happened to her. I'm even more sorry that his younger sister had to go through a stillbirth as her first experience of having a child. Like, it's horrific. But we still got to live for ourselves as well. So, anyway, as I said, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Okay, see ya. Bye.